Yeah, there you go. Oh gosh, yeah. So nice and tall, everybody, and then just have your feet shoulder width apart. Lengthen through the spine. Sink the hips. So you want your hips to go back and down. You want your head to float up. Relax around the jaw. Gently breathe in and gently breathe out, and then just create some space in your body. So you've got space in your shoulders, the elbows, the wrist, and the hips, the knees, and the ankles. And then just take a few slow, deep breaths. Notice what you are sensing. So the head floats, the weight sinks. Breathing in and out. Turn the weight. Turn the waist. Softly gaze forward. Listen behind. Make sure your knees are in line with the toes and you're sinking and softening in the knees. Keep going. Right, I should be in like that. So just take your time to notice what you are sensing. Keep breathing some more. Good. Okay. Let's look at bounce and shape. Before we bounce and shape, let's just check our posture. So, make sure we're just got lots of room. And we're going to bounce. So with this one, you want to just really relax around the lower back and your and shake. So what we've been doing with Ella is been tuning into different areas of body. So you can look at your legs, you can look at the tummy, you can look at the chest and the shoulders. And back to bounce. And then we'll do this. So keep the arms in front of the body, show you that from the side. People watching on YouTube later. So we're doing this, and we're nice and tall. Keep breathing. Keep breathing some more, everybody. Very nice. And, change. So we're opening the chest and you're pivoting. I'll just come a bit closer for the YouTube. You're pivoting around the elbow to show you. So the elbow, that joint, we're pivoting around it. That's it. Very nice. So I didn't get to see Corella there because the trains were all up the spout. So I was like, oh great, okay, I'll just stay here stuck. Excellent. So it's a bit annoying. So I'm taking my car next time.
What was this that the change?
There was problems. There was problems on the way back between Royston and London, and I was trying to get because then something happened. It's like, and it was right at the time. If it had been a bit late or a bit earlier, I'd have been fine because then I could have got it. But it was so I just had to go back home. And I phoned her up and said, "Oh, can you give me some things to practice instead?" She said yes. So I did my own seminar in the park. So that's fine. So I just practice my usual mistakes on my own, but never mind, I'll see you next one. And then four, three, two, one, and change. Okay, 4 more. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Nice and relaxed. Nice and tall. Check your posture. So make sure everything is just so. Got your head floating, you've got your hips sinking, you're lengthening through the spine. Relax the palms of the hands. And then open the palms of the hands. Okay. 4 more. 4, 3, 2, 1. Posture check. And off we go again. So really let go in that shoulder joint. I'll just show that from the diagonal view. And I'm doing the sleepy tiger eye gaze. So like when the cats are watching you eat your breakfast, even though you're not eating cat food, you're eating porridge, and they won't actually like it. Give them any, like every single time, and they go, and I'm like, yeah, I know. What are you terrible. But anyway, they've got sleepy tiger eyes, really, really good. So that's what we do. Nice and relaxed, and we're all breathing. Marvelous. Good. And keep breathing, very nice. And then change. Keep breathing. Wobbling. Yeah, it's more tricky on a phone, isn't it? I tried that with my teacher. I couldn't see him because he's already quite small anyway. But on a phone, he's even tinier. So you just have to make your best educated guess, and it's fine. Okay, let's just shake out. So let's go through the 18th set. Any questions before we start? No? Okay. Actually, let's have a quick water break first, then we'll do the thing, and then we can always have another water break. So I'm going to pause. I'm going to pause while we have our water break, because I'm recording again. Nice and tall. So feel the ground under your feet, check your alignment, monitor your breathing. Okay, movement number 1, raising arms. So he's breathing. Breathe out. Oh. Feel that your arms are, yeah, I'll show it from the side view. Soft and light, that's it. Light. Okay, and then change. Open the chest, the arms float up. You come slightly forward, you open the chest, there's a slight lift. You come back and down. Open the chest. Relax the shoulders, that's it. And get your arms soft and light. Open the chest. That's nice, everybody. Yeah, good. So sink your shoulders a bit more. So the shoulders are sinking and the hips are sinking. Let's do one more. And then the best named move, dance the rainbow. Great. So you come up and then you transfer your weight, stay upright, and the hands are upright. You look to the side and then you look to the side. That's it. Dance the rainbow. So keep breathing, keep soft, smooth, and slow. One more time each side. And come down. So, this time, part the clouds. So, yeah, that's it. Okay, almost. All right, I'll do a demonstration for this one. Okay, demonstrate. I'll demonstrate that way, and then I'll demonstrate that way. So, with the parting the clouds, I mean, the way that the professor did it, he does it very, very big, but actually you can do the same move a bit smaller, which is what Mike does. So you cross the hands in front, they float up, you open, and then they come down. So what you want to do, yeah, that's almost perfect, but you want to have your awareness right to the ends of the fingers. So it's almost like, if you imagine you're moving through water, now imagine what the water would feel like at the ends of your fingertips. So that's it. So think about and open the palms there. Different, huh? Isn't that weird? Just by visualizing a different thing, the physical manifestation of what you're doing changes, which is what I was hoping to do on Saturday. Anyway, never mind. I'm seeing them on Tuesday anyway. I try and spend a few hours with them. Sink the hips, sink the shoulders, that's it. Keep breathing. And then, yeah, you want to have a round shape in the arms, a nice round shape. There we go. So there's still a bit of a bend, a bit of a curve in the arms at the ends. So you have this bit that's slightly curved, and then when you come round, it's a slight curve. Cool. Wow, that's a proper singing, aren't they? It's great, isn't it? Really, really good. Okay, let's do one more. Fabulous. Okay, rolling arms. So now tune into your feet, sink your hips, sink your shoulders, soften the muscles, softly rising up with the bones. There we go. You turn. And then one comes forward and one comes back. Actually, I'll do that from the side view. So, right, it's 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. So in this class, we will do what I did on Thursday, but I'm going to have to practice it a bit more. It's fun though, isn't it? Earlier, we went through with a video with Mark. Just did it. I suppose it's kind of similar to if you're learning a tune by listening to the CD over and over and over again. One of my friends does that. They like something or a song or whatever, and they'll listen to it on the CD and then work it out on their guitar. It's the same kind of thing. It's kind of similar. It's like learning by ear doing this stuff. One more time each side. That's it. Nice and tall level. That's not bad at all. Brilliant. You're all getting closer, so that's good. Okay. Relax. Rowing the boat to the middle of the lake. So like this. Then sink your sitting bones down, float up with the head. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Fantastic. Bouncing the ball up in front of the shoulder. Here we go. 1, breathe in, breathe in. Looking nice and So soft focused gaze to the corners. And you're scanning along in between as well. And you're aware of what's happening from movement to movement. And then change. Cow gazes at the moon. It was probably an ox, actually. It's probably a mistranslation from the Chinese. Because these look like horns, don't they, when you're doing it? It's like a big, this could be the ox head, and we're looking at the moon. But I don't know how accurate that is. Normally, when it's night time, all the cows are asleep, aren't they? But never mind. Maybe it's a particularly interesting moon. One more time each side. And then we come back. So we'll just have a posture, pause for posture check. It's like, oh, nice, big, fantastic. Okay, now what we're going to do is we're going to come around in a circle. So, you know, imagine someone's just handed you like a hot cross bun and you've already eaten 3. So you go, no, no, that's okay. That's how you would politely refuse. So it comes around in the circle. I'll just show you from the side. It comes around in the circle. So there's and you transfer the weight and turn, and then you come around. And you keep breathing. One more time each side. Wave hands like clouds. Keep breathing some more. Open the palms of the hands, sink the hips, and just notice how your body is connected to itself. Okay, we better do one more each side. Okay. Scooping the sea, looking up at the sky. I'll do that from diagonals, it's a bit easier to see. So you come up, open the arms, scoop the sea, look up at the sky. So imagine you're by the sea, it's all beautiful. So on a really lovely day. Oh, so. We've got some really nice spring mornings and things. So spring is in sort of Chinese Medicine is associated with the element of wood and growth and, you know, green loveliness. So one more time. Scoop the sea, look up at the sky. There we go. And then we change to the other side. So make sure you're checking your posture all the way through. And just check your posture before you do anything. It's a bit like we were had a lovely in the earlier class. David brought his, what was it again? Is it the blowy thing? Tuba. It was
the baritone.
Baritone.
The baritone horn.
Baritone horn. It was brilliant.
It's
Because
marvelous,
he's
isn't
been
it?
learning. We were doing the Tai Chi of music instrument playing.
Yes.
And actually, you want to be aware of what you're doing when you're doing it. It can be very tempting to kind of not be fully present. And we were doing the kind of the Tai Chi of baritone horn, wasn't it?
Yes.
Right? So because I'm a musician, it's something I'm looking at myself. Like if I'm playing, my current cello teacher, she does Alexander, but there's a lot of crossover. So we're looking at movement and principles of movement and posture and so playing in an embodied way, it just means you can feel a lot more and it works better. So the posture check we do is it's like you're checking your tuning, really. That's what that is. One more time. Marvellous. Great, okay, let's do pushing waves. So I really want to be on holiday somewhere by the sea, especially with Mark Peters, his video, he had a beach behind him on Zoom with water, lapping water. And I was like, yeah. You don't really get to see much of sea in Birmingham, do you? But never mind. And you can sink back, you sink forward. So I actually see people in real life. Can't wait. Pushing waves. Pushing waves one more time. We'll do one more. That's lovely, everybody. Okay, now we change sides. So you want to check the posture and just allow yourself to feel very solid. Yeah, it's a good feeling, isn't it? When you just go, oh yeah. Very reassuring. Really useful for stewarding, actually. I mean, I'll be stewarding at Ely Folk Festival. It's great. You get to wear a yellow jacket and tell people where the news are. Really, really good. But you get tea, so that's all right.
I'm not going to Glastonbury.
No, I'll do the folk festivals. I'll do Triplow Daffodil Fest. I'm part of the folk scene there. Folk by the Oaks sometimes, and Royston, and Ely and Cambridge. It's really nice. Fantastic, but there's a lot of sort of similarity between traditional folk and traditional Tai Chi, because you do this thing that's really old that different people do completely different.
Yeah.
And yeah, it's great. Okay. Flying pigeon. Now you should all be really good at this, especially those of you that are living in Scotland. You've got a lot of pigeons to get your inspiration from. They're everywhere. There's this particular pigeon that likes hanging out in our front lawn at the hall, actually. It likes to hang out and sits there a bit. Yeah. And then one more time, that's beautiful. Okay, let's do pigeon spreads its wings the other side, or flying pigeon is its when I learned this with Ronnie Robertson, he called it flying pigeon. I mean, probably if you did this in front of a pigeon, it might laugh at you. Oh well. There we go. We're nice and relaxed. One more time. Fantastic. Check your posture. So you just want to really, really relax. And then we do wild goose flies. We breathe in and breathe out. And relax. Punching with focused gaze. So with this one, Mark Peter says you breathe in as you punch out and breathe out as you pull your fist back to how you found it. So we'll do that. And breathe in. We're doing our cats watching you eat porridge in the morning, sleepy tiger eye gaze. Okay, we'll do one more time each side. Yeah, good. Take a slightly wider stance, go into tall bow. We're going to do circling a ball. So. And when you get to the bottom corner, let's change direction. So we go round the other direction, that's it. Nice and relaxed. Oh. Keep breathing, that's great everybody. Really good quality of movement. One more time. Fantastic. Okay, then we come back. Check your posture, bouncing the ball while marching. Here we go. Okay, and then one more each side. And last one. Press palms in calmness. Professor version. Professor Lin Hao Sheng version. So he has a slightly bigger version. So when he gets to the end, he kind of opens the hands and then brings them back in again with a kind of flourish. He has this real flourish. But if you watch the videos, they're quite flourishy. But that's okay. He invented it, so he can do what he likes. One more time. Okay, let's pause for a quick water break and then we will whiz through the O. Is that really the time? That's ridiculous. I was just getting into it.
That's not quite happening.
Yeah, it's fine. So, oh, good. We've got 10 and a bit minutes to go. Yeah. Right. I guess the YouTube watchers, sorry you're having to watch our water break, but you know, it's all right. So when this becomes a YouTube video, yeah. So, yeah, computers are supposed to make things easier, but there's a couple of people actually having trouble with getting in. So. We are going now. We've lulled everyone into a false sense of security. Yeah, YouTube viewers do need water breaks too. That's completely right. Well said. Brilliant. Water breaks for everybody. Yeah, the people's water breaks. I approve. Actually, it's a fennel tea break. I was at the folk club and they were like, "Oh, what's in there?" And I went, "Well, it's fennel, aniseed, and turmeric. I'm on the hard stuff." And I didn't get it at all. But we're going to go, now we've all lulled ourselves into a lovely false sense of security, we're going to go through the Ba Duan Jin. Because we've been doing that. Oh dear, well, that'd be a terrible joke. So that was the last thing I learned off of Mark. So the Yang family Tai Chi Qigong, we experimented with it in the 10 o'clock till 11 o'clock class. And I'm going to go away and practice it. So we'll actually do it properly in this class. But I just couldn't, it would be great. But that would be next week because I'll have learned it by now. Fantastic. But in the meantime, let's do the Ba Duan Jin. So you have your palms down, open the hands out. And we're all breathing. Oh. So we interlock the fingers, we stretch up, breathe in, breathe out, go onto tippy toes, breathe in, out. I'm going to do 4 of everything. Breathe out, breathe in, and out. 3, breathe in, breathe out. Breathe in, out. And one more time, breathe in, and out. Breathe in, and out. Fabulous. Okay. Movement number 2, everybody's favourite, bend the bow, shoot the arrow. It's very, very good for your legs. You have been warned. So you bring the feet in, then you come up. Now I've got my right hand on the outside, so put your left hand on the outside, step out with your left foot. Now the weight goes down 50-50, and as it goes down 50-50, you bend the bow and shoot the arrow. And then you look imperiously to the side. So you're in a horse stance. Then you open and you make a round shape in the arms and keep your hips low and bring that back in. See, it's very good for the legs, isn't it? Now you come up. So tall. So think, and then step out. Think of an axe gently falling down. When you turn to the side and you do the pointy finger thing. Okay, for the YouTube people, pointy finger thing. Pointy finger thing, yeah, that's it. Look, marvelous. And then you open, that's it. And then you bring the legs together. Then you come up. And then, so And you can feel it doing wonderful things for your legs, can't you? Isn't it great? Really good. So Mark Peters, you know who to blame. And then bring the feet together. Step out. There we go. Brilliant. Good effort from everybody. We've got some really good variations in this room, but they all look fabulous. They all look great. And then we come up. Just do something, and it's all fun. And then sink your hips. Sink your hip. And then we've only got one more round each because this is the fourth round. And then we come back to the middle. Then we go into Wu Chi stance, and we go back to that. So those are the two hardest moves, I think. Well, there's a third hardest move, but that's later on, so we'll just carry on. So bring the hands together, that comes up, and then palm out, palm up, and then we turn towards the lower hand. And then we open the arms, we come back. Breathe in, breathe out, separating heaven from earth, not hell. Well, we've been naughty, my improvers, and I've momentarily forgotten what this move is called. And I said, separating heaven from, and someone went, hell. I went, no, earth. Oh, I'll take them anywhere. So we just keep going. So you want to be soft, smooth, and slow. We're just nice and tall. We're nice and tall. We're turning. We've got our sleepy tiger eyes. We just So that clock up there is wrong, isn't it? It's too quick. Oh, thank goodness for that. I thought, oh dear. Okay, we'll do one more each side. And then back to that one. So even if you forget everything, if you keep doing this, and I just so happen to look at you, I'll just assume you've all done it all the way through perfect, because this will look so good. We'll go, oh, they must know it. Fabulous. So, you know, very good. Okay, wise owl looks around. Or wise owl turns left and right. I think it's also called that. So you start here, and then you open your owl wings, and then you turn. Come back. I really like this one because I think owls are brilliant. I just, you know. One of my friends works with actually at Shepworth. I think they get owls there in the wildlife place. They showed me a picture of themselves cuddling a lemur. I thought that was, I was like, brilliant. Brilliant. I helped to get the job because I wrote a glowing reference. So I'm very happy with it. And last one, right. Okay. Bear wags its tail. Get to a horse stance. So we turn, we swing, we look, we come back. Turn, swing, look, come back. Turn, swing, look, back. This is another one that's good for your legs, but not as character building as bend the bow, the shoot the arrow, but it's still pretty character building. Keep breathing as well. You want to make sure you're breathing in, breathing out, natural breathing. And then one more time each side. So, you know. what they did at the teddy bears picnic. We're going back like this. Okay, come back. Everybody's favourite move now. I think this one's for your kidneys. I think it's called activating your kidneys or something like that. So you like this, not interlocking. You come up, breathe out, breathe in, and then you stroke down your back of your legs. Breathe out. Then when Barry does it, you can get his whole hand underneath his foot. But see, you can grab your ankles or you can grab your toes. Breathe in, stretch the legs. And then breathe out. And then we start again. So. I'll breathe in as you go down. Sorry, I got that wrong. Sorry about that. Then breathe out as you do that horrible stretch on your legs. Then you breathe in. Right, we've only got one more after this round, and then we can do something different. There we go. There we go. Marvellous. Stretch the legs, scoop up on the inside. Last round, we come up. It's called stretching to activate the kidney meridian or something like that. I'll look it up. And down. Grab your toes, breathe out, stretch, and then you come back up. And then you, oh, what a relief. Okay, then the final move, I think it's called warding off disease. So you just very gently lift the heels and put them on the floor, and then you just go 1, 2. We'll do 8, 3, 4, 5, 6. So it's your heavy hands, 7 and 8. And then that's the end. So that's 2 different health sets we've done today. How cool is that? That is very impressive. Harry, we were a little bit late starting. What is the actual? I'm really thinking out to see. Oh, okay, we started at 6 minutes past, so let's just, sorry about that. It's because the other class has to leave before we can come in, and so I'm having to kind of play with time at the moment. So nice and relaxed, and really flippy floppy fry your arms, but we've got this solid foundation in the legs. We feel very solid in the legs, but very light and fluid, relaxed in the arms. And we'll continue with those 2 health sets for a few weeks, and then maybe add that yang set in this class. So this is the health qigong, and then we'll also, I'd like to go back to the walking exercises such as fly take off the sprue, dragonfly, skim to water, and then things like monkey king, felix, all things that are useful for health will be in this class. So tell your friends or make some and drag them in. Drag them in, that'd be great. Okay, so open and breathe. Just stroking the back. So imagine your back muscles are being softly and firmly stroked. And then embrace the tiger, return to the mountain. I think we're going to get some sunshine. Good idea. And then rub the hands together. And polish the face. So we're going to look super young this morning. Very good. And then rub the hands together again and give the lower back a rub. Just check your posture, relax, lengthen through the spine, embrace the tiger, return to the mountain. So you're coming back to that place of stability, resilience, solidity, calmness and stillness. One more time. Yeah, good. Just stand for a moment, really own your space. Notice what you can hear. Make a fist for right hand, left hand over the top. Bring your feet together and back. Well done, up. Very good. Fantastic. Oh, we're all a success. You know, even the variations, very successful.
Thank you.
Very successful. Good job. I'll just stop the video.